Here with women's basketball coach Mandy Pearson. Coach, unfortunately, for the first time this year, we have to talk about a game that was a loss rather than a win. You had your 5-game winning streak snapped against St. Thomas last Wednesday, and really a game that kind of was decided on one Tommy run in the second half.
Yeah, it was. Not decided on one run, but we had a very good first half, and there was a little period kind of at the beginning of the second half where we turned the ball over, gave up some offensive rebounds, and it kind of knocked some energy out of us. And then instead of doing what we were doing well for the entire game and sticking with the plan, I think we got a little bit nervous. We let what we were doing on one end affect what we were doing on the other end of the floor, and kind of just went away from what we were good at, and that hurt us in that game. And if you let St. Thomas go on a run and don't come back at them, it's going to be a tough game.
The nice thing you get to do is you get to get right back in action on Saturday. You go up to St. Joseph, Minnesota to play St. Benedict. Very good results against St. Ben's last year. You swept them for the first time in a long, long time, probably before any of your players were even born. So you're coming into that game really with a lot of positive energy in the fact that you're good enough to beat a team as good as St. Benedict. Talk a little bit about Saturday's game and give us a little preview of what you expect.
It should be a battle. They're always very talented. Mike Durbin's a very good coach, so they'll come well prepared. I think they're a little bit deeper than they were last year, so we just have to play great defense and look to attack them offensively. If we contain their drives and do the things that are going to be in the scouting report, I think it'll be a really fun game, one that we will hopefully go and get.
Probably a question that you don't have an answer to. You look at the St. Thomas game in that second half. You struggled a lot offensively from the field. How do you change that? Are there adjustments you can make on Saturday to hopefully not get into that cold shooting rut?
Yeah, absolutely. Just talk about being more aggressive, and talk about not letting one mistake affect the next possession. We have a bunch of offensive threats, and so we just need some people to be more aggressive, more assertive, more confident, going to the basket, shooting open shots, and not rely so much on we need Jamie to go and make a play, because we have a roster full of people who can make plays on the offensive end. So I think it's just a matter of people becoming more confident in their abilities offensively.
As a coach, how nice is that? Because in the past you really didn't have that luxury of having a roster full of offensive weapons. I know in the past we've talked about how Jess and Jamie really needed to kind of carry the load. This year they don't have to. Now Jamie had a great game against St. Thomas with 20 points, but you don't have to have her score 20 points every game to be successful.
No, we don't. Our starting five, every single player in our starting lineup can score. The next five that we bring in off the bench, they're all capable scorers. And then even some people who are not getting a lot of minutes right now could come into the game and knock down shots or get to the basket. So it's nice to have, it's really nice to have those weapons. And we just want them to be more confident in their abilities right now.
Back in the conference action on Saturday, 3 o'clock up at St. Joseph against St. Benedict. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.